we got a video. We haven't done in a while. We haven't done them in a while. I haven't preached. Yes, it's been a long time. It's not like I stopped like this. Just that you know, after come back from the break, I was like, let me try other content to react to. But I was like, no, let me just go back to what I'm used to. I like watching this stuff. So we got tipping culture just going crazy, just tipping. Like I tip a lot, but no, it's not like I'm asked to.
Can we talk about tipping culture and the weirdest place that you've ever been asked to tip? Really quick.
Mm, I don't know if I should say, you know what I'm
went
saying?
shopping for my wedding dress like a week and a half ago, and I ended up finding my dress at the first store that I went to. And I'm not joking, when I went to go pay, they flipped their little iPad around and it asked for a tip. When I tell you, like, I full on froze, I stood there and I think they saw, like, the blood leave my body. I did not expect to have to, like, tip buying a wedding dress. And mind you, the store was empty. Like, it was me, my best friend, and then the 3 people that worked there, I think.
I will say that makes sense why it's awkward. When people ask for a tip when they have no business and they're staring at you, that's like full on engaging with a conversation with someone only finding halfway through that they're homeless when they ask you for money. Then you're stuck there like, I didn't think I was going to have to hand anybody any cash. But now I feel like I've talked to you too long to just walk away awkward. Now, me personally, I can do it because I love walking away. Craig did.
Oh wow!
The most bizarre place that I was asked for a tip was at the airport. I went to these. It's not even a store. It's a hallway when there's goods on either side of the hallway. Okay, and it's you pick whatever you serve. Like you serve yourself. You know what I mean? You pick whatever you want. So I took a sandwich and a bottle of water. Mm-hmm. I go to the cashier. Mm-hmm. I beat my shit.
You beat your shit?
I beat my shit. I didn't beat my.
You beep. Context, man.
My shit. I go to the cashier. And I look at her dead in the eye.
I heard I beat my shots correct.
Oh, man, I miss these guys, bro. I used to miss these guys. I beat my stuff. Nah, I beat my stuff. You see, when you say it loudly, it just sounds like beat. I beat my stuff. You see, I said beep. I swear, I said beep.
I go, boop, boop. You know what that means? It's self-serve.
Yeah.
It's self-serve.
Yeah.
And it goes, your total is this. And then it goes, tip. Tip who? Tip me? I did the work. Yeah. I went to get my goddamn food. I beat it myself.
All right.
Tipping for clothes is crazy.
Okay. Well, in line with what you brought up before.
Now, check this out. You grab your food, you scan it yourself, you check out yourself, and it asks if you want to leave a tip. Who am I tipping? Myself?
Yeah!
You dying.
Now, check this out.
Yo, my guy. What's going on?
One was the owner and then just 2 stylists or something. So it was just empty. It was just them 3 at the front and then me just paying. And I think my best friend was to the side, like looking at more dresses. So like I just kind of stood there, and luckily I speak a different language. And my best friend bought a wedding dress at a different store, like sometime last year. So in a different language, I looked at her and I said, "Hey, did you tip when you bought your wedding dress?" And she was like, "No."
Oh, they both speak a different language.
And then I was like, "Did they ask you to tip?" And she said no. So then I was like, "Oh my God, like I really don't think you're supposed to be tipping when you buy like a wedding dress." So I'm just kind of like standing there trying to do math in my head because the dress is already expensive, right? And then like a 10% 10% on like a $1,500, $2,000 dress is like another $200. And if the dress is even more, you're paying a couple $100, which I guess if you can afford like a $10,000 dress, maybe a tip isn't that big of a problem. But most people really can't, right? Like my mom's the one who paid for my dress.
It's not a question of food or not.
I'm going to say this.
Go ahead.
This is like low-key bullying.
Pretty much.
Like, she's alone in there. She's not even expecting you to spring the whole tip thing on her.
Not alone in there. Like her friend is busy looking around while she's there.
Listen, I got no problem. I'll look at you with a smile and hit that no tip button. I order takeout and they be asking, no. I'm not. If I sit in your restaurant, I'll tip. That's the only time. And if I'm in Europe, I'll never tip, and I'll do so with a smile. But I refuse to be asked to be tipped for fucking clothes. Are you crazy? No. And a lot of people are so non-confrontational that you spring it on them like this and you stare at them while they do it. That shit's fucking foul. I'm sorry. I think that's bad. Too many people are non-confrontational. They can't handle saying.
I'm not, but hey, I'm still gonna touch that no tip button. Then if you make a problem about it, I'm gonna give you the biggest look of your life. I'm just gonna give you the most flattest look of your life. The more you escalate, the more flatter it gets, baby. That's all I'm gonna give you. Because you keep talking, I'm just gonna keep repeating the same thing until you get more annoyed until I am the one who's advancing the situation. Like, I think it happened in Pick and Pay once. Right? That's it. I didn't tip. It was like a situation of, let me say, I gave him the money, more money than I was supposed to, right? So I'm supposed to get my change. Then he's like, no, you paid for plastic. We said, no plastic. We got no plastic. We're not putting everything in plastic. We put most of it in our bag and carrying it, right? No plastic, right? So I'm expecting 2 rand bag. 2 rand, just 2, right? 2 rand bag, right? Plastic, they are expensive. 1 rand, plastic. So she said, right? She said we paid for 2 plastics, so we're not supposed to get change, right? So I'm like, no, we're supposed to get change. No plastic. We're supposed to get 2 rand back. Then now she's getting mad, and I'm like, then the manager comes by, right? And he says, what is going on or whatever. Not the manager. The person was like, who helps authorize a return. Like if you don't have enough money to buy these groceries, then someone will come just to authorize that you redo the transactions, right? So that person comes. I tell them we took it out of our bags. We had to take it out of our bags. We took it out. It's like, about this. Here's the receipt. And the receipt says no plastic. So it's supposed to get 2 rand. Then now the person just looks at the cashier like, took out the 2 rand, gives to us, we left. And this chick is there mad, just fuming, bro, just shouting. I'm like, my lady, you just started yeah.
You know, like this.
Tipping for clothes is crazy.
Deja. While Fresh and Fit, Just Pearly Things, and every other loser in the red pill space are taking L's, we want you guys to get some W's with today's sponsor, Surfshark.
VPN changer in your life. I know that because you like to be outside just like me. You book.
Oh, is he promoting his podcast? I've seen him in a podcast with this other woman.
Hotels and this and that. First, it's a known fact that if you change your location for your flight tickets, you get better deals. Yeah. So by booking your flight tickets from a different location, you're going to be able to have a better deal on your flight tickets.
What's more, some content is gated based off your location. Why shouldn't you be able to watch the TV shows and the movies you want to watch? When you got a subscription, you should be able to see it all. Just changing your location with a VPN allows you to do so.
And the wonderful thing is that Surfshark right now is sponsoring us and is helping us.
Sorry, buddy, but the changing location just makes me uncomfortable. I'm not saying it's bad. Just you can do some improvement with your app.
For this video, and you just click on the link below, okay, and you add the coupon ABBA and Preach, and you're gonna get 3 months free. The wonderful thing about Surfshark is that it's unlimited devices. So no matter how many devices you connect on it, there's no limit. You can connect one and another one and your mom and your sister and your father and all of them devices on the same VPN, and it's not gonna charge you one penny more. So if you click on the link below and enter coupon ABBA and Preach, you're gonna get 3 months free. 30-day money back warranty. Get it.
Anyway, I just stood there, and so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna tip a couple $100 because that's a lot. And again, why am I tipping at a bridal store? So then I'm doing math, and I'm like, maybe I'll just like press custom and just do like a $50 tip, which I think ends up being like 1.5%, which is like almost embarrassing. But I'm like, also, if you guys think your stylist deserves a tip, why don't you just give her commission instead of asking me to tip? Or maybe I'm wrong. Like, have any other brides ever tipped?
The owner of a highly acclaimed Los Angeles restaurant said his staff is receiving hate mail and threats of protest after a local podcaster called out the 40-seat bistro this week on social media for adding a 4% surcharge. The fee listed on the check covers the cost of healthcare.
That kind of happens when you go to a restaurant. Now we're talking about a restaurant. I'm thinking I'm going to move on from that whole wedding dressing scenario. Just don't tip in general. Like when it comes to your stylist, when it comes to wedding dress, just pay them. Like I'm already paying $15K for the dress. Why am I paying $200? Yo, $15K, yeah, $15K. So it's 12. It's $200 for the tip. Come on, bro. So when it comes to the restaurants, especially the ones that are not established brands or mainstream brands like McDonald's, Steers, Spare, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? If it's something like that, then it's tipping. Yeah, I tip for those ones because,
for employees at Alimento, an Italian restaurant in the historic Silver Lake neighborhood of Los Angeles. Dave Anthony, a comedian with the podcast Dunlop, took issue with the surcharge and $3 water donation fee posted on this ire on Twitter on July 3rd. A lot of bullshit going on here, including charging for tap water illegally. They were charging for tap water.
Wow. Not even Dasani, my
Well, I
guy.
understand in Europe they do it. But Jesus.
At the bottom of the bill, the restaurant stated that a service charge is added to each check so we may offer our staff health insurance. Please notify your server if you would like this removed.
Oh, no.
They make you feel bad. It's for the health insurance and shit. That is bullying.
So they insert the fee in there. You have to you don't. So if you're not paying attention, you won't even see the 4% because it's on the receipt. But you have to look for it.
Yeah.
Then you have to ask for it to be removed.
So you have to walk up, your health insurance shit. I don't want that.
Hey, listen, employer, bitch, that's your job.
That's your job.
That's your job.
That's your job.
I'm sick and tired of these motherfuckers just passing that shit on to the customer like it's nothing. Half of you guys are already overpricing your foods to the moon anyways. Just put it in the food price.
Bro, you did very much. Like from... Okay. So a wine bottle that is 369 rand, right? Right? At a liquor store, right? That thing can be 4K at a restaurant. The same brand, same size, same amount. Same amount. I swear to God. Swear. That's what I hate, bro. They just overprice everything.
But don't put it on me and ask me to remove it optionally. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yo, the owner said, yo, why y'all coming for us? A lot of other LA restaurants do the exact same thing. Yeah, they're crazy. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm here to say, tipping culture is fucking stupid. It should not exist. And every time I travel, I'm reminded of why it should not exist.
It is.
I refuse to believe that we offer better service here in North America because we tip. It's not been my experience. When I travel to Europe, when I travel to other countries where there is no tipping, the service is impeccable. And I have never asked for a tip. Ever. So what is it that we're paying for here? The truth is, we're just subsidizing these employers who are too fucking terrible at their job to pay their employees or too malicious to want to do it and pawn it off to the customers. That's it. That's what it really is. I like to tip in Europe because it's completely optional and I do so when I feel like it. So it actually makes it feel, but when it's compelled, it almost feels like it's like mandatory Christmas every day.
Pretty much.
Christmas should be special because you're looking forward to giving gifts to your loved ones that you want to. But this shit is just, it ain't even optional. It's like Secret Santa at your job. No, it has gone too far. And they're adding more and more as employers are trying to find ways to cut corners. It's not even that we can't even afford it. It just becomes insulting at the end of the time. Just because I can pay for something doesn't mean I want to.
It's just stupid. It's plain stupid.
Yo,
If I don't know.
that's crazy.
No. There's a lot of instances that is just crazy. Food and beverage, I understand there's tips, but even then, that's like you said,
Unnecessary.
Why?
Yeah.
Right? But if that's on the basis that you operate by, I'll go by it. The surcharge of water, bun that. Paying for a tip when I'm not eating at your place, bun that. Paying a tip when I serve myself, double burn that. Burn it again.
It is disgusting how they're adding this tip shit everywhere.
No, yeah, it is.
And you know what? To all my viewers, I'm very.
You know, they have that in like the malls in the suburbs, especially the malls in the suburbs. Like you'll notice when you're in the suburbs, you'll know like the smell, the workers, the music, you'll know. Then when you pay there, right? Like there's a screen that tells you how much you owe, right? How much you owe. Then when you go to the suburbs one, the screen is much lower and it looks like in a way like you can touch it, right? Because it has like a back button, an accept button, a reject button, right? So like, oh, so you pay on the screen, right? No, there's also a money machine next to it. So it's the money machine and the screen. I was confused by that. I was really confused by that. Then I was like, then not me, not me, not me. My mom paid. My mom paid for we buying stuff. My mom paid. Then after she's done paying there, then the screen showed, do you want to tip the cashier? Then I was like, then my mom couldn't continue the transaction until she continued that. So me seeing that, my mom confused, is like, and then I can see they're trying to take advantage of my mom, right? And then they explain everything to my mom that you can pay the cashier and stuff like that, a small amount, they surplus it. They're just using fancy words, but they're still taking your money, right? Right? So me, being me, I just go for the cancel button and just press it. And she's like, oh, and then my mom being my mom, she's like, oh, you did it for me? And I was like, yeah, I did it for you. I did what they told you for you. I just canceled it. Then she paid. We left. The lady at the cashier, bro, she mean mommy. I'm not giving you money, nigga. But the point is just they're slowly trying to implement it, but I think it's only the white neighborhoods. White neighborhoods. I'm sorry, no offense, but the white suburban neighborhoods. Let me be specific. White suburban.
Comfortable saying this. Stop doing it.
And it's been a surge. It's been a surge since the pandemic. I feel like since the pandemic, it's like tip. There was this thing with the pandemic. It was like, yo, tip more just for your local restaurants to stay open and stuff like that. And the demic, the cough season left, and they didn't shut the fuck up since.
You know what I heard? I heard that when you tip at the machine, it doesn't even go a lot of times to the waiters.
It
doesn't in the grocery store.
Not necessarily.
When you tip through the grocery store, it doesn't even go to the employees.
Not necessarily.
Because
there's some restaurant that it don't go to the employees. There's some restaurant. Did you hear what I said?
Disgusting.
There's some restaurants that it don't even go to the employees, or the owner gets a cut of the tips. I've seen that.
Yep. I saw one guy, he donated like $2,000 one time to a server because she was doing such a good job.
Yep.
And she got fired because she wouldn't give a portion of that tip to her man.
Yep.
To the super. I was like, what?
What?
That's crazy.
I'm tipped for doing my job, bro, immaculately. And now
You're the manager. You don't get a tip. Once you reach the level of whatever, I don't have to.
This whole culture is stupid. It's dumb, and the fact that it's pawned off to the customer is unnecessary. Prove to me that there's better service anywhere here in North America versus other places. You won't find it. Tipping is fucking stupid. We do it because it's tradition, and I do it. And I don't bitch and moan when I'm doing it. But when I look at some of this stuff and the way it's expanding, it's really fucking dumb. Mm-hmm. I call it what it is.
Agreed.
That's all I want to say for this video. I will not be tipping. I will hit the no button. I don't care. I don't care if it's takeout, I ain't tipping. Clothes, I ain't tipping. If it's any kind of I ain't tipping.
Clothes is a new one. Clothes is a new one.
You think it's new?
I think it's new, but shit.
Yes.
Clothes? It's a new one to me. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And it's hard for you to see anything that's new on the internet. That's crazy, bro.
So what?
It's hard for you to see anything that's new on the internet.
100%.
I feel like every time I show you something, like, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Tipping on clothes is new. And it's crazy.
There you go.
it's dumb, bro. It's just crazy, bro. Nah. Like, bro, on clothes, bro. Hell no. No, you got me messed up at that point. Like, at that point, just get another job. At that point, just rob me at that point. That was Evan Preach with another video about tipping culture. I think I reacted to degenerosity when he talked about that, right? See, even though I'm in South Africa, right, we do have tipping. As I said, suburbs. If you can implement it up there, that would make sense. They don't care. They just pay, 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 pay. They don't care, right? Then they're slowly trying to get it down there. Me, I don't tip like generally. I don't like. It's not mandatory. I just give. If if I if my shirt is teared, I give my shirt. Then you say you finish it in 2 hours because you're busy and everything. Then I go. Then you have my number. You have my number. You call me. You're like, hey, I finished your shirt in 10 minutes. Can you come get it? Then I come there and like each. Nah, I was like, I saw my other things I was doing. They're taking long, so I was like, let me do yours. Then I go back to those ones. Okay, I'm gonna tip you for that because you took, let me see, a sacrifice just to, I don't know, get me the shirt quickly. So I'm like, it looks good. You made it look good, like I just bought it. So I'm like, let me tip you. Cool, cool. It's more like just a generous offer for your extra effort. It's more like that. So yeah, that's just that, manish. It's been Triple Lens King with another video from Aaron Preach. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and thank you for more. Peace.